Hello, boys and girls. Happy Friday. Let's get this job done. Okay, so we are on page 24 in our reading packet. Okay, it says, Dear Mr. Blueberry, and make inferences on top. And basically, this is just multiple choice practice. Okay, so you're going to read this paragraph here, and then you answer these two questions. And they give you little tips next to it in case you're having trouble with the question, okay? I'm not going to read any of that to you because that's your reading job for the day. But that should be pretty quick, I think. So you have that. And then for math, I was so happy that this page landed on a Friday because I love these. I know some of you love these and some of you are not big fans of them, but I think they're fun. So I am going to read them to you. You can pause in between as you complete them, and we'll see if we can find the mystery numbers, okay? All right, so I have an even number. So that means in the ones place, it has to be a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 in the ones place, okay? The sum of my digits is 11. That means when you add up all three numbers, it equals 11. So that would look like on this first one, if you were going to look at this, you'd have to do 1 plus 3 plus 4. Okay? Does that equal 11? Does it have an even in the ones place? Let's see. Okay. The tens place has one more 10 than the number 60. Okay, so it has to be higher than 6 in the tens place. I have a 2 in the hundreds place. What's my number? They give you a lot of clues. We don't usually get that many clues on those, do we? Okay, so that's a lot of clues. I think you've probably figured it out at this point. Okay, now, oh, you know what's interesting about these? I think that I read that first one wrong because I read it as I am an even number, but this says I have an even number, which means that anywhere in the number there could be an even number. Okay, I don't think it means that the whole number is even, so be careful with that. All right, number 2, I have an even number. The sum of my digits is 9. The tens place has one more 10 than the number 20. All right, so one more than 20 in the tens place, so one more than 2. I have a 2 in the hundreds place. What's my number? So when you go through this, you should get rid of the answers that don't make sense. Okay, so right away, if you get to an easy clue that says I have a 2 in the hundreds place, well, look at your hundreds. You have two 200s there, but you have one 400. You got to know right away that 400 is not right, and then you only have 200 to work with, right? You only have two choices to work with. Okay, narrow it down. Number 3, I have an odd number. The sum of my digits is 19. So you add all of the digits up and you need to get 19. Like if you added 6 plus 9 plus 2. The tens place has one more 10 than the number 30. Okay, so that middle number needs to be one more than 3. I have a 6 in the hundreds place. What's my number? Okay, narrow it down, cross them off as you go through. You'll probably know which one it is before you even get to the last clue. I have an odd number for number 4. The sum of my digits is 6. The tens place has one more 10 than the number 10. Okay, so in the tens place, it's going to be one more than 1. I have a 3 in the hundreds place. What's my number? Okay. Now, really, I think that you can probably come up with these right after you do the sum of my digits is, unless they're making more than one choice match that. But I think that helps it to be pretty quick. Number 5, I have an even number. The sum of my digits is 6. The tens place has one more 10 than the number 10, right? So one more than 1 in the tens place. I have a 2 in the hundreds place. What is my number? And number 6, I have an odd number. The sum of my digits is 14. The tens place has one more 10 than the number 80. I have a 4 in the hundreds place. What's my number? Okay, so if you take those step by step, that should be pretty easy to complete because they give you so many clues. You know, when we do it in class, we don't have that many clues, right? Okay, so get that work done, and then you're all set for the weekend. Have a great weekend, guys.